ਲਓ ਜੀ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆਹ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਦੇਖਣ ਲਈ ਇਨਵਾਈਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਹੁਣ।
Let's watch how a wonderful chapter of our history flows to the foot of this town where we are now present. 500 years ago, amidst a storm in the Indian Ocean, destiny guided the Portuguese to the enchanting shores of Malacca, a serendipitous encounter that marks a pivotal point in the history of the world. The captain of the Portuguese naval fleet, Lorenzo de Almeida, an unusually large mango tree. Its branches lush with leaves, the barren of fruit. Colombo, once known as Colombo, derived its name from this humble mango tree. Long before the arrival of the Portuguese, Colombo was a vibrant trading city, drawing merchants from distant lands, Arab, Persian, Bengali, and Chinese. In the middle of dense forests, marshy land, and rivers that surrounded Colombo, messengers lit one fire. Its smoke heralded the arrival of strangers from distant shores to King Bhuvanikamal V of Kotte. Reports of the newcomers reaches the king's court. Dear Lord, a very large race, clad in iron, has landed on the shores. They are eating white rock and drinking blood, trading gold for mere trinkets, and their violence seem out of this world. The Portuguese requested for a land that would hold 100 cows, their young and one bull. A seemingly harmless request, to which the king reluctantly agreed. Coral Lake, from the bygone era of Colombo, was spread out as a great lake, enveloping landmarks such as Regal Cinema Hall, Colombo Fort, and the railway station. There arose a formidable fortress with 12 barracks. Inside there were churches, hospitals, and grand villas. The Portuguese soon conquered Kotte. But against them stood one young prince, Prince Tigre, known to be born for war. The moat around the fort obstructed attacking the fort, so Prince Tigre cut the canal to divert the fort. Today, it is known as San Sebastian Canal. Prince Tigre was a formidable fighter against the Portuguese armies. Prince Tigre besieged the fort, forcing the starving inhabitants to eat the trapped cats. In 1656, King Barbarossa II took the help of the Dutch to eradicate the Portuguese power that Prince had confined to the Colombo fort. The departure of the Portuguese and the arrival of the Dutch was said to be like trading ginger for chili. The VOC logo appeared on Dutch buildings and roofs. Houses with arched ledges, scrolls, and porches came to the north. The Roman Dutch war came to Sweden. At that time, a Dutch church built on grounds where wolves roamed was called Wolfenbüttel. A Dutch engineer named Beer built a channel to drain the water from Kolon Lake. Since then, Kolon Lake became Bill. At 10 a.m. on February 16, 1796, the Dutch flag lowered for the last time over the river, marking the end of 140 years of Dutch dominion. In a symbolic gesture of surrender, the Dutch surrendered their arms to the incoming British forces in a site just meters away With the signing of the County Convention in 1815, the entirety of Sri Lanka fell under British, and Colombo emerged as the nerve center of colonialism. In the same year, King Sri Lanka, the ruler of Kandy, was captured at Boma in Central and brought to Colombo. Taking the Senate of Bengal in India, he was housed in a Dutch officer's residence. Venkataranga, the Indian wife of the king, stayed in a mansion in Mara, the place where the queen went down to Berlin to go to Mandarin, stood the Portuguese gunpowder. The water in Colombo was brackish that day. The best water was at Captain's Garden, a place a few meters away from me. This water was distributed to the whole of Colombo. Sri Kailabasananda Temple, the oldest Hindu temple in Colombo, is also located on this wonderful land. The queen who was taking Mandana had new clothes, so her famous painting, drawn by a painter named Danny, was drawn as she sat by the bed. The British, who revolutionized the country's road sector, built a road from Colombo to Mandana. The Portuguese gunpowder storehouse was turned into Lake House, the country's leading powerhouse. The road next to this was called Macallan Road. Today, it is called D.R. Vijayawardena. Mr. D.R. Vijayawardena brought the last mountain flag from England and published in his newspaper for recognition. Inspired by this, the national flag of Sri Lanka was born. In the place where the last king was housed, stood one of Sri Lanka's highest buildings, named Akasaka, while in the place where the queen was taken by boat, today stands the tallest building in South Asia, and amidst the throng of daily life, as a beacon of harmony and truth, a place where the threads of history weave a unique story of unity, diversity, and resilience of the land